Hello, little dreamers. I'm Sarah, and today's magical tale is called The Bird in Borrowed Feathers. Are you ready? Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a lush, green forest, there lived a little crow who wasn't very happy with himself. He often looked at the other birds and thought how splendid and colorful they were. He especially admired the peacocks, with their dazzling feathers that shimmered in the sunlight. Oh, how I wish I had feathers like theirs, he sighed to himself. One bright morning, as the crow was hopping around the forest floor, he stumbled upon something wonderful. There, scattered all over the ground, were beautiful peacock feathers. The peacocks must have been molting, and their feathers were left behind. The little crow's eyes sparkled with excitement. He had a brilliant idea. He gathered the fallen peacock feathers and carefully stuck them among his own dull black ones. When he was finished, he strutted around the forest, feeling as grand as a peacock himself. "Look at me, everyone," he cawed proudly. "Aren't I the most magnificent bird in the forest?" The other birds were curious about this strange-looking creature. At first glance they were impressed by the colorful feathers, but as they came closer, they realized it was just their old friend the crow, trying to pass off as something he wasn't. The peacocks, who knew their own feathers well, were not fooled one bit. They began to laugh and tease the crow. Feeling embarrassed and ashamed, the crow flew away to hide. He tugged and pulled at the borrowed feathers until they all came loose, leaving him just as he was before. As he sat alone, he realized something important. Pretending to be someone else only made him unhappy. From that day on, the little crow learned to appreciate who he was. Even though he didn't have the bright colors of a peacock, he discovered he had his own special qualities that made him unique. He could fly higher and faster than most birds, and his singing voice was one of the sweetest in the forest, if only he used it. And so, the crow found joy in being himself, and he never tried to borrow someone else's feathers again. The forest was full of different birds, each with their own beauty, and he learned to celebrate that. So, the next time you see a little crow, remember that being yourself is the best thing you can be. Trying to be someone else will only lead to trouble, but being true to who you are will bring happiness and acceptance. And that's the end of today's tale, my little adventurers. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, be sure to follow or subscribe. You can also leave a review or share with friends who love stories too.